Way to bottom. Mic 2? Mic 2, mic 2, mic 2, mic auxiliary 2, right in the middle of the screen. Can you, oh, so can you guys hear me or no? They can't hear us. I can hear you now. Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, cool. All right. All right, so I'm all confused. But if you guys can hear me on today's show, well, this is what happens when you go away. You go away, you forget how to do everything, right? So now we're back. I'll remember it. All right, today we're going to be discussing the market recap. We're going to be talking about flying cars. We're going to be talking about Elon who? Elon who? And we're going to be talking about exercise and COVID. Money Chat Now is brought to you by Investor Schooling. And of course, you can attend a complimentary class this Thursday by going to investorschooling.com. There you will learn about real estate investing and stock options trading from those who do it every day. And of course, Money Chat Now is also brought to you by our sponsor, PB Adjusting Public Adjusting Services. Hey, if your property has suffered storm damage, water damage, fire damage, wind damage from the past weekend or any other weekend, you should contact my friend Peter at PB Adjusting. Call him at 215-388-2056. Hey, remember, a public adjuster works for you, not the insurance company, and Peter at PB Adjusting will get you all the money you need to rebuild or repair your home after a catastrophe. Call PB Adjusting at 215-388-2056, and don't get jerked around by the insurance companies. That's 215-388-2056. All right, let's get into what happened last week. Last week was kind of an interesting week and very predictable, by the way. We had the Fed meeting notes that basically states that the rulers of the money, the Fed, are possibly going to slow down the interest rate increases. That made the market very happy. And like I said, this was very predictable on Thursday when it was announced that the market shot up 750 points. After the meeting notes were released, Friday was also predictable when the meeting tanked in the morning after employment data showed that jobs increased more than expected. It still amazes me that money managers have a problem with this. It just blows my mind. The market fears the ridiculousness of inflation continuing unless people are out of work. The market kind of wants the economy to crash to stop interest rate increases. It's as stupid as it can come. More people out of work will definitely cause less excess spending, but will also cause less items purchased. So what should the market want? Why would the market want less items purchased? Doesn't make any sense. It can't be good for anything. So on Friday, of course, the market dropped over 400 points when good news of more jobs were created was announced. However, as I could have predicted, the market also started to absorb the data and soon changed their minds on how it affected the economy, and the market recovered and closed up a little above 35 points. Surprisingly, the stocks that led the way were Chinese stocks like Beidou and JD.com. At the same time, an article was released about how China manufacturing orders are down 40% year over year, and basically this is attributed to many factors. One interesting factor is the supply chain issues of last year. You guys remember when companies couldn't get goods or parts for anything? Because of this, many over-ordered based on the supply and demand at the time. Now, many companies have excess inventory, and it's a problem for those companies with excess inventory. Obviously, it spills over into shipping because the retail companies have excess goods. They certainly don't need new goods to be shipped, blah, blah, blah. The other issue is the ridiculous COVID lockdowns in China. President Jinping wants to wipe out the common cold. Brilliant way to rule over people. Make them scared of a non-existent issue and then make all the people test daily for COVID. Hey, Jinping, I just came off a cruise with all kinds of people, actually about 7,000 people, including staff and guests, and there were probably Chinese people on the cruise. Oh, and none of them, or almost none of them, had a mask on. Hey, if you ever wanted proof of a scandemic, go on a cruise. It's business as usual. That, of course, brings me to travel stocks, especially cruise line stocks. Last week, Carnival Cruise Lines popped on the news that they had the best Cyber Money bookings in history. They booked more cruises this year than they did in 2019. Plus, as I said, just coming off a cruise, it's business as usual. A couple of weeks ago, when Carnival dropped from 11 to 9, I suggested you buy a lot of it. At the time, the news was they just borrowed $1 billion of convertible debt, and the market felt this could dilute the stock in the future. Although it's true, to me it was a sign that the company isn't going anywhere. It's a commitment to stay in business and stay relevant. I bought 200 option contracts that day. I still think it's going to be a great play as a stock or even the stock options. I believe in about 2 years, this stock will be back to 25.30. And like I said before, I wish I had an extra $1 million lying around. I'd buy $1 million of the stock and just sit on it. Today, the Manufacturing Production Index rating will be released today at 10 o'clock, and this is where they will poll manufacturers for their opinion on how many new orders they're getting and if they feel the economy is hurting, and basically let them move along at a decent pace or not. Last month, in November, the number was registered at 49%, 1.2% percentage points lower than 50.2% that was recorded in October. This month, the number is expected to be higher and above 53%. Of course, this is a good news number and will produce just another dumb Wall Street movement down as the marketers suspect inflation is still going to rise and the Fed will have to raise interest rates again. This number will be released, by the way, at 10 o'clock this morning, so watch for a movement. My guess, it'll be a movement down in the market because, I don't know, who knows. Anyway, that might make for another bargain hunting moment before the end of the day. All right, let's take a look at the futures and see what Wall Street thinks right now. Right now, the Dow is down 170, the S&P is down 23, and the NASDAQ is down 60. So, yeah, it's definitely going to be something. All right, I want to see a bunch of people saying hello online. We've got a whole bunch of people. Let's see, we got Cheryl saying hi, my lovely wife saying hi. We got Joe and Damien, and we've got Robin saying hi, saying welcome back. We've got Charles saying hi. Thanks to you, all you guys telling me that there was an audio issue earlier. Appreciate that. We've got Charles and Joe and Jose coming in from YouTube. Hey, YouTube must be working again if you guys are coming in from YouTube. I'm no longer calling Ken Gold Ken the Democrat. He's now Ken the Troll because he trolls everybody. I mean, do me a freaking favor. Shut up already. Pretty soon we're gonna have to delete him. All right, we've got Ken saying hi, and who else? Peter saying hi, and Mike saying hi. Thanks so much. All right, let's get into flying cars. Hey, do you guys remember when Doc Brown went into the future with Marty McFly, and which was at the end of the Back to the Future movie? Well, we waited until the sequel came out, and they found themselves in 2020 in a traffic jam in the sky. But then all the cars were hybrid flying cars. Well, that was 2 years ago, and still no flying cars. As a kid, I couldn't wait for flying cars. And now, as an adult, I may actually see this science fiction concept become a science reality. We have heard the rumors before about companies that wanted to do this, and it never really appears. However, a new startup called Aleph Aeronautics says that they will be ready to deliver flying cars at the year end in 2025. Aleph says that this flying car will be able to take off into the air vertically and fly like a helicopter up to 110 miles on a single charge. Yes, I said on a charge. But I guess you can't run out of charge. I guess you can run out of charge just like you can run out of gas in a vehicle, so really it's the same thing. But I also think it'll be safer as an electric vehicle anyway. It's probably easier for the computer to monitor the battery and warn you need to land and charge than me driving each week to find out how far further past E I can go on my gas gauge before I actually run out of gas. Anyway, Aleph Model A will cost about $300,000 and pre-sales are currently open. Interested customers will be able to pay a $150 deposit to get the waiting list or a $1,500 deposit for a priority spot on the list. Aleph says the company has been test driving and flying its prototype since 2019, and I wonder if they were wearing masks in 2020 while they flew it. Anyway, in the version it plans to deliver, customers will also have driving range of about 200 miles. The flying car will mostly be an on-road vehicle that has the capability to fly or hop from place to place. This would be used to hop over an incident, maybe small traffic jam. Anyway, the vehicle will have 4 propeller-type units that will fly the vehicle like a drone. Some of the biggest obstacles will be safety requirements and rules that both on-road vehicles and a flying vehicle must adhere to. It'll definitely be a challenge for the company, but they say they've been in contact with both FAA and the regulatory governors of on-street vehicles. Aleph's Model A will cost about $300,000, and pre-sales are currently open. Like I said, interested parties can pay $150 or $1,500 to get the priority spot. The publicly announced information is that they will be building a cheaper car called the Model Z, and that will sell for about $35,000 by the year 2030. Major companies have been racing to first to be put a flying car out there, and companies like Fiat and China's Xpeng and Hyundai and Uber have also been working on a flying taxi concept since 2020, and Hyundai subsidiary Supernal has announced plans to launch a flying pod commercially by 2028. So here they come, folks. The flying cars will be here soon before the turn of the decade. Look, I actually want one, but I think I'll wait till it's around for a little while. That way let other people crash and figure out what's wrong with it. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the skies, and I'll see you guys in a minute. We're going to take a break here.
Okay, so you thought about buying and selling real estate. You've thought about investing in the stock market, but don't know where to start. Well, what if you could find a place to unlock strategies to master both real estate and the stock market, all without the headache? That place is Investor Schooling, hosted by Larry Steinhouse, an expert in real estate, financial literacy, and the ins and outs of the stock market. You can attend Investor Schooling in person or online 8 times a month. You can and will learn how to make money in real estate, and you will learn mastery of stock techniques such as options and covered calls. You will even get a chance to ask one of your burning questions to the stock option sultan, the master of picks and plays. Call 866-424-2829 for free information and receive a complimentary pass to attend classes, or register online at investorschooling.com. Don't delay. These passes are limited. So what are you waiting for? Call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. Or visit investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse, and if you'd like more information on investor schooling, of course, you can go to investorschooling.com or call 866-424-2829. That's 866-424-2829. I want to welcome you back to the show. We are here live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and you can also find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Please search Money Chat Now and Larry Steinhouse on Spotify. Like and subscribe there. And, of course, if you'd like to connect with me personally, you can go to contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com, and then you'll find my social media connections, my email, and my text message information. That's contactlarry.com. All right. So far, of course, we've been discussing the market recap, and right now the Dow is about the same, down 156. The S&P is down 22-ish, and the Nasdaq is down about 52-ish. All right, we talked about flying cars. Coming up, we got a segment on Elon Who. You guys are going to watch this one. We're going to be talking about exercise and COVID, and of course today's picks and plays. But did you guys hit that like button yet? Did you guys hit that share button yet? Come on, everybody, hit that share button right now. I promise you that if you hit the share button right now, your friends are going to love what's coming up. Leave me a comment to say hi if you haven't already. By the way, as you know, leaving a comment is the only way I know you're watching. Please share and like as well. And don't forget to order my new book. It's called Money Hacks. And if you ordered it, don't forget to leave a review on Amazon. Please leave a review. I really appreciate it. Real quick, I want to say hello to a couple people saying hi online. I don't know if I said hi to Peter yet. If I didn't, hi, Peter, Mike, and my brother Seth. Thank you, sir. All right. Let's go into the Twitter file. So speaking of Back to the Future, let's go into the future about 15 years. My show is now called Escape from Facebook Jail, and I'm going to give you this report on an old conspiracy theory I found. Here it is. All right. Do you guys remember? Here's the new set. Here it goes. I gotta go! All right, back to the present and the Twitter files. Hey, we all know that Elon Musk bought Twitter. We now know that Twitter and the employees and leaders of the company have been involved in some serious election manipulation. By the way, for those watching on YouTube, sorry, but that last sentence will be the end of my YouTube channels. Elon Musk has been releasing information on how Twitter was directed by government officials to silence certain stories and certain users. The directive came from those who wanted to manipulate the elections. The biggest story, of course, was Hunter's laptop story. By now, you must know about the laptop that was retrieved by a computer repair shop in Delaware that had a bunch of incriminating information about Hunter and Joe Biden. Well, when the information about the laptop was discovered and things on that laptop were released through social media, Joe Biden looked us square in the face in the debate between Trump and Biden and told us that it was Russian interference with the election and it was all made up by Russian spies. Although you and I both know the excuse had to be the most ridiculous thing he could say. However, millions of Dumbocrats, and you could really say Dumbocrats in this case, took it as the Republicans trying to create election interference when the actual truth was that the Democrats were interfering by the elections by suppressing the information. Facebook and Twitter would remove and shut down any post that included any information that came from the laptop. Elon Musk is now slowly releasing the information to the public. He is showing emails from DNC leaders who asked for information to be removed and certain users to be removed. The internal emails showed that Twitter complied with all these demands. I read the Twitter releases and I found them to be a bit jumbled, but it was obvious that Twitter was told to enforce a policy called the Hacked Material Community Guidelines. Yeah, this is why your Twitter feed was either shut down or censored when the Hunter laptop information was released. They, like the other social media companies, made up a policy to squeeze newsworthy pieces of information into a policy to make sure that it was suppressed. Even the other communist bot leader, Mark Zuckerberg, admitted that the FBI told him to suppress the information. The admission came to him in an interview on a Joe Rogan podcast. Elon Musk will continue to release information on how the company has been manipulating the user base, but we already knew this. How do we know? Because we were awakened. We are not woke. The awakened need to stand up in the tyranny of fake leaders who will be appointed and not elected. One day a real insurrection will take place. No, not the mini riot at the Capitol, but a real insurrection. And this is where our country is headed. It's the only way to the future. Either someone stands up to this, or we're really going to become ruled by Big Brother, and the name Elon Musk will no longer exist. Just remember what Epstein and Christmas lights have in common. They don't hang themselves. All right, let's get into COVID and exercise. Hey, I read a meme the other day on Facebook that recently went something like this. I identify as a conspiracy theorist. My pronouns are told you so. When I read news articles and reports on stories like the one I'm about to report to you, it makes me want to scream. Not only did I tell you so, but you're a freaking moron for not realizing this. But just wait, it gets better. Let me tell you about a study that was just released about the vaccinated and exercise. Remember, the vaccinated and exercise. This study suggests that, exercise might increase the effectiveness of your COVID-19 vaccine. Exercise? Seriously? But I thought the vaccine prevented COVID-19 in the first place. Hey, wait a minute. Well, we lied about that too? Hey, Elon, can you help us out here? Where's all the medical non-information files on Twitter? Yep, the obvious has been made obvious again. Exercise prevents to help people from getting sick. But don't forget, this was a study that stated exercise may increase the effectiveness of your COVID-19 vaccine. All the participants in the study were vaccinated. That's right, they ran a scientific study of people vaccinated and stated that the vaccine was more effective if the person exercised. That's like if we gave a sample of people who ate an apple a day and then studied just that sample, we could say that the people who exercised make the apple more effective in keeping the doctor away. Where did these people come from? Oh wait, I forgot, they were inbred from the Dumbocrat party. Anyway, the article is such full of crap that it goes on to say that vaccines are 25% more effective with exercise than the people who don't exercise, or 25% less COVID cases from those vaccinated and do not exercise. Let me repeat that again. 25% less COVID cases from those vaccinated and do not exercise. So less chance of getting COVID. A doctor actually commented on the study by saying it's likely that a higher level of physical activity that you're getting more positive stimulation of the immune response. Immune response? Yes, you mean your immune system actually is working now? The study collected data from the biggest health insurer in South Africa of nearly 200,000 vaccinated adults in the country, including both men and women. So this study of 200,000 vaccinated who were vaccinated showed that if you exercise regularly, the chances of getting COVID or a severe symptom like hospitalization would decrease by about 25%. All right, I know you guys are all waiting for this. I know your eyes are all screaming about this, but here you go. Here's a study of about 48,000 non-vaccinated people that I found. In this study, researchers found that those who walked or worked out consistently prior to infection were about half as likely to be hospitalized due to COVID. So the unvaccinated who worked out were proven to have 50% less COVID or high-risk COVID cases than the study of vaccinated who was shown to have 25% less risk. Am I missing something here? Oh yeah, I know what I'm missing. The unwanted spike protein in my body. We seriously live in a society of idiots. And those are the same idiots who closed the gyms and playgrounds. Ladies and gentlemen, my advice to you is not listen to your government for medical advice anymore. All right, let's take a break here while I eat my government-approved McDonald's breakfast. See you guys in a minute. Hi, I'm Larry Steinhouse, and one of the most misunderstood things in America is money. That's why I've written this book. It's called Money Hacks, because everything you think you know about money is wrong. And I'm telling you, everything you think you know about money is wrong. When you read this book, you will learn things about money that you did not know. You will even learn if money can buy you happiness. I have a full chapter dedicated to that. You're going to definitely want to read that. I talk about how to use other people's money to buy real estate. I talk about how to save more money, and I even talk about how to rebuild your credit score in this book. There are 22 amazing chapters in this book. This book is now available everywhere. It's available on Amazon. It's available on barnesandnoble.com. And you can order this book right now, and you'll have it in 2 days, and you'll start learning things about money that you never knew before. So order the book right now. Go to Amazon, go to barnesandnoble.com, and order the book, Money Hacks by Larry Steinhouse. All right, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm confused. If you guys can let me know. I'm confused. Was there audio through that last section? Because I'm so confused right now. All right, anyway, welcome back to Money Chat Now. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse. Did you guys know we have a Spotify channel? You can go there now and subscribe to the Money Chat Now page or the Larry Steinhouse Show, and you can watch all the videos or listen to all the videos and subscribe and listen to the reports. All right, you can also subscribe to the channel and listen to all the reports. Like I said there, they're broken out for your enjoyment. Look up Money Chat Now on Spotify and subscribe. And you should also remember my interviews are continuing. By the way, if you or someone you know would like to benefit from being interviewed by me, please reach out to Contact Larry or hit me up in Messenger, and you'll be able to see it. So Linda's saying there was no audio through the whole section and the whole last section. Is that correct? Because I'm going to have to do that tomorrow again if there was no audio, because that was absolutely hysterical, and I was wondering why there were no messages. All right, we'll have to go through it tomorrow again. No big deal. I'll do it again. Anyway, if you guys can hear me now, that would be great. The bunker segment had music. The bunker segment had music, but you couldn't hear me, or you could hear me? All right. Actually, just somebody explain to me that you could not hear me through the entire bunker section, because that was horrible. Oh, that was hysterical stuff. There was no audio on the segment from you. All right, we can hear you now. All right, look, it is what it is. I'll do it tomorrow again, so you guys will enjoy it tomorrow again. I promise. I'm so off right now. But all right, we'll have to get back to it. You guys will get a kick out of it. All right, but coming up, let's talk about our picks and plays. I promise you tomorrow I will redo it. So if you guys want to watch tomorrow, I promise you it's some really funny stuff. Okay. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Don't forget to tell your friends, let them know about the show and how it's both entertaining and educational. Please share on your page or groups that you feel will enjoy the show. All right, let's talk about today and what's going on. It looks a bit slow, but we do have the PMI report at 10 o'clock today. We're also entering the dead zone. This is the period between earnings that I call the dead zone. It's actually typically a period where stocks generally move downward, so I expect the market today and the next few days to do the same. So the report at 10 o'clock today will be telling. I believe the report can only cause a bad reaction in the market. If it comes in high, which is normally good news, the market will react downward because of the possible Fed increases. It's so stupid. If it moves down, the market will react badly because, of course, the fear of the recession. So it's an all bad report to me. No matter what the report comes out, it's going to be bad. Hey, did you guys buy Facebook when it was below 100? I told you guys to buy it. I bet you wish you did. I told you it would be a great play, and it was. And for the next 2 weeks, look for bargains and buy them. All right, let's take a last look at the futures, and we'll see where we are. It's slightly moving up. It's nothing exciting. The Dow is still down 138. The S&P is down 20, and the NASDAQ is down 30. All right, so like I said, if you guys want to watch that tomorrow, I promise I'll do it again. It was really fun. I'm so upset. I hope I can do it as well as I did it, because while I was doing it, I was like, wow, this is pretty good. All right. All right, let's talk about crypto. Yesterday, some desperate investors, it looks like some desperate investors are still hanging on to crypto and Bitcoin. Bitcoin is now above 17,200 and Ethereum is just under 1,300. And honestly, it's not really a play yet. I'm telling you, I'd stay away from it. It ain't for me. All right, we got gold and silver. Both gold and silver has started to move up in the right direction. And gold is now about 1,800 and silver is just above 23. Of course, we also have the Treasury bond, which is moving down. It's about 3.5%. It'll be bad when it goes above 4 again. Average mortgage rate is about 7%, and oil is about $82 a barrel right now, and the average gas price is moving down to 3.4%. I'm surprised at this one. I actually expected gas to move up after the midterms, but I'm glad to see it's not. I want to thank you all for watching Money Chat Now. We are here live every morning at 7:30 on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and YouTube. And of course, you can find repeats of the show on Rumble and Spotify. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow and you get another chance to watch that great segment. My name is Larry Steinhouse. I am the host of Money Chat Now, and I am the CEO of Investor Schooling. Remember, you can contact me directly at contactlarry.com. That's contactlarry.com. I will see you guys tomorrow. Make it a profitable day.